Hey fitness enthusiasts, welcome to Vadim Fitness Studio. Today we're going to be talking about an anti-inflammatory diet. Inflammation is in everybody's body. We have inflammation as a response to healing. We have inflammation just from environmental factors, from stress, and if it persists, it can become chronic inflammation. And we want to reduce the inflammation in our bodies, as reducing the inflammation can reduce disease risks such as cancer and cardiovascular diseases. It also can help with certain things like autoimmune diseases such as rheumatoid arthritis or even just regular arthritis and any kind of autoimmune disease. So we do want to look at inflammation in people's bodies. So some foods to avoid to reduce the amount of inflammation is you want to limit your greasy, fatty foods, so butters, a lot of baked goods, things that just feel, a lot of fatty meats, fatty red meats. You also want to limit your red meats, especially things with nitrates in them, like hot dogs and luncheon meats. You also want to limit your sugar, so you want to limit things like cake and cookies, because that all causes inflammation in your body. Also things, like white rice, white potatoes, certain foods like this can also precipitate more inflammation. So limit refined grains and choose more whole grains. Also dairy can cause inflammation in a lot of people's bodies as well. And if you do want dessert, what you can do is you can have some dark chocolate. Maybe you could put a little bit of cocoa powder in some light cream, some light whipped cream, and then just put it on some berries. So that would be a dessert you can have, but try to think about the sugar as much as possible and not add too much sugar to it. Chocolate has some antioxidants in it, but if you do get chocolate from a store, try to get the dark chocolate. The darker the better, so try to get something more than 75% of cocoa. A lot of people ask me if removing gluten is something that they should do to reduce inflammation. Now, for some people, especially people with autoimmune diseases, reducing gluten might help, or eliminating gluten might help. But for the general population, gluten should be okay. If you don't have any intolerance, or if you don't have a gluten sensitivity or celiac disease, you should be okay eating gluten. If you're unsure, there are certain blood tests and other things that you can do to find out. Anti-inflammatory foods, things you want to focus on is, one thing that you really want to think about is the ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 fatty acids that you have in your diet. A diet rich in seafood and fish will have higher omega-3 fatty acids. And in a lot of processed foods, we're exposed to a lot of omega-6 fatty acids. Soybean oil, corn oil, all that has omega-6 fatty acids. And we have in the American diet a big imbalance of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids. So we do want to increase the omega-3 fatty acids, which is found, you can get it in fish, fattier fish is better. You can get it in flaxseed, in walnuts. Those are some of the things that you want to really focus on. Having more nuts and seeds, some healthy fats, avocado, olive oil, incorporating some of that instead of the fattier foods. Having a lot of fruits and vegetables, so incorporating a lot of that into your diet. Also, there are certain things that you can have, such as turmeric that has been proven to reduce inflammation, and green tea. And just trying to be balanced as possible with, all the different, you want your plate to be very colorful. So you want to have all the fruits and vegetables, and you want to have a combination of lean protein and whole grains where possible. Turmeric is a natural spice that you can get and use in your cooking, but you can also get a supplement, and it's supposed to help with autoimmune disease and inflammation in the body. The problem with supplements is that when you're taking something, you don't really know the sources, and it doesn't have to go through the same types of rigorous testing as food does, so it might be better off just to get it in your food. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to write them, and I'll get back to you with the answers. Bye.